Welcome back to Business English from Hell. If you've been with us before, you know this podcast is all about teaching business phrases in the most unusual workplace ever. Today's theme is all about thinking big, but also creating a plan and understanding risks. Because, let's face it, big goals without strategy can lead to chaos, especially down here. Let's break down 3 phrases we're going to explore in this episode. First up is think big. In a normal business setting, think big means aiming high, maybe planning to expand your company globally or developing a brand new product line. In other words, you don't just settle for small improvements. You set ambitious targets that can really move your organization forward. Of course, in this place, think big might involve adding extra lava to the office decor, or building the 1,000-foot tower made of bones. You know, standard hell stuff. Next is a game plan. If you are going to aim high, you can't just throw random ideas around. You need a clear strategy. Who will do what, by when, and with which resources? A game plan is basically your roadmap. Imagine a new marketing campaign or even a global expansion. In a sane word, you would do market research, budget planning, scheduling. In a hell's word, let's just say the idea of a plan sometimes boils down to more fire, more screaming. It's my job to, at least try, to explain that a real game plan requires steps and deadlines, not just crazy laughter. Finally, we have take risks. Real business leaders know that you can't grow without pushing the limits a bit, investing in new markets, testing new products, or hiring employees with different skills. The key word here is calculated risks, meaning you weigh the pros and cons before diving in. Here in hell, take risk might sound like test the brand new lava slide on souls who did not expect it, or goats, if souls are unavailable. Spoiler alert, that's not the smartest approach. So, in today's episode, we'll see how the demons interpret these ideas. We will end up with a brilliant success story, like opening better results? Or will it be yet another failure of a half-baked ideas and burnt paperwork? Well, stick around and let's think big together.
John, just the man I needed. We are changing hell, and we need your big ideas.
Oh no! What now?
We want to make hell truly epic. You are now Hell's new Chief Visionary Officer.
That sounds like a fancy title for a person who takes the blame when everything goes wrong.
Exactly. Now think big. We need a plan.
I have ideas. What about a lava skyscraper? It burns from the top down.
Kevin, in a normal business, think big means a major project with real impact. Like a global product launch, not just burn everything harder. A lava skyscraper is a very bad building.
What if we add firework shows? We launch lost souls every night so the sky lights up with the screams.
That's not thinking big. That's just thinking insane. You don't just throw out random ideas. You need a game plan.
A plan? Like use more fire?
No, Kevin. A game plan means a clear strategy. In a real business, you would outline steps, tasks, and goals. Here in hell, you can't just fling souls around without thinking.
Greetings. I am Inspector Brimstone, here to check your innovations. Hell demands something truly spectacular. Tell me about your big ideas.
We are building a lava skyscraper and we plan to launch souls into space with fire.
Fascinating. But are you taking risks?
Oh, we are taking risks. Yesterday, we tested the new lava slide without any safety checks.
Wait, what? Did you test it with the real souls?
No, of course not. We used goats.
Goats? Kevin, that's not risk-taking, that's just bad farming.
Excellent. Risk-taking is vital. Keep up the goat experiments.
That is absolutely not the point. What is this giant machine? It looks like a cannon.
John, this is our big idea for Think Big. We are sending goats into space.
Yes. We want to show everyone in hell that we have very big goals.
You think launching goats into orbit is a good idea? Where is your game plan? You need steps and safety checks.
Well, step 1, put the goat inside the cannon. Step 2, fire the cannon. Step 3, hope the goat survives.
That's not a real plan. You never thought about bringing the goats back.
We also want to take risks. That's important in business, right?
Look, the goat is flying.
Oh no, I can't watch.
What a perfect way to think big.
Yes, but you need smart risks. This is just chaos. You can't run a project like this in a normal company.
Should we add some huge roller coaster where riders dodge flaming goats?
Approved. And let's make it 50 stories tall. Hell's new standard for thinking big. All right. Our game plan is set. Think big. More lava. More fire. More chaos.
I really need a better job. All right, let's talk about the 3 phrases we learned today. I want to explain them very clearly so you can use them in a normal business or, well, anywhere outside hell. First, we have think big. This means setting big goals and having big dreams. For example, in a normal company, you might plan to open new offices in other countries or create a new product that changes the market. But here in hell, they think big means building a giant lava skyscraper or throwing goats into space. That's not normal business, it's just crazy. So remember, think big means aim high, but don't forget reality. Second, we have a game plan. This is your strategy or plan. In a regular workplace, you might write down steps. For example, what tasks do we need? Who will do them? When must they be done? For example, if you want to launch a new product, your game plan might include market research, budgeting, testing. Here in hell, their game plan is often just add more fire. That's not a real plan. You need details and organization. And finally, does it take risks? Real business leaders know you must sometimes do something unusual or bold to succeed. But in the normal world, these risks should be calculated. You think about good and bad results first. For example, investing in a new technology or entering a new market can be a risk, but you study the numbers before you spend money. In here, they test lava slides on goats without safety checks. That's not smart risk, that's just chaos. A real risk has a plan behind it, so you don't lose everything if it fails. So, to summarize it in simple terms, think big is having big ideas that can really help your project or company grow. A game plan means make a clear strategy with the steps and deadlines. And take risk is to be bold, but plan carefully so you don't cause a disaster. If you do all these things properly, you can succeed. If you do them the hell way, well, you'll probably end up launching goats into space. Trust me, I've seen it happen. Well, that's all for today. Good luck and try not to add too much fire in your next business meeting.
John, great news. I have an even better plan for thinking big.
Kevin, what is it this time? More goat rockets? Extra lava floods?
Forget the goats. That was too small. I say we launch whales into space. Just imagine giant whales wearing little flame helmets floating around Hell's orbit. It will be huge.
Whales? Kevin, where are you even getting whales?
We found a few in the undersea depth of Torment. They're kind of undead, but really, really big. Perfect for take risks, right?
And that's our cue to end. See you next time, if I'm still sane enough to do another episode.